Mr. Spence, call your next witness.
Call Mr. Lopez, please.
Mr. Lopez, please. Mr. Lopez, have you been sworn?
Yes, I have, sir.
Fine. If you would, please just have a seat right over here.
Mr. Lopez, tell the folks who you are.
My name is Edwin Lopez. I am an attorney now and was back in 1977 and 78 one of the research investigators for the House Select Committee on Assassinations.
Doing research for them.
Well, we were trying to determine whether Lee Harvey Oswald had in fact visited the Cuban and Soviet embassies in Mexico City.
Did you come to a conclusion?
Yes, we did.
What was your conclusion?
We had no choice but to conclude that he had not.
Now, would you give the ladies and gentlemen of the jury some facts upon which you base that conclusion, which is to say, Mr. Lopez, that there must have been an imposter there. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Would you explain why?
Well, as part of my job on the committee was to go through all the documents that the CIA would allow us to have access to. And part of those documents consisted of photographs that were taken from 3 different sites at the Cuban embassy in Mexico City during the time that Lee Harvey Oswald had allegedly visited that embassy. After reviewing all those photos, we found no photograph of Lee Harvey Oswald, even though they had photographers there around the clock.
3 photographers?
They had 3 photographers altogether.
3 photographers around the clock watching the embassies. Lee Harvey was supposed to have gone in there 3 times.
Correct.
Now, did you write a report?
We wrote a report that was approximately 280 pages that was classified.
And is your 280-page classified report classified today?
It is still classified.
Now, tell the folks of the jury whether or not you are under a secrecy oath.
Yes, I am.
And so there are many things that you know, Mr. Lopez, about this matter that you are not able to tell the jury because of your secrecy oath. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Mr. Lopez, as a lawyer, you know that if Lee had lived and had been tried by a jury like these ladies and gentlemen, that one of 2 things would have happened. One, Lee could have required the production of all of those secret files that you've seen.
That is correct.
That you've been sworn to keep secret.
That is correct.
Lee, in one of his statements to the press, screamed out, "I am a patsy." Do you believe he was a patsy?
Yes, I do.
And from what you were able to see of the CIA and the rest, are you able to conclude whether or not they had the capacity, the ability to fake photographs?
Oh, there was no doubt. No doubt. In fact, we were given access to a certain file that's now public information called the ZR rifle file that was written by the chief of the Western Hemisphere. And in that file, the chief talks about assassinations of leaders and how they could then go about covering up. And he talks about fake 201 files and fake identities and exactly, how you can make a patsy out of someone.
You talked about a fake 201 file. Was there a 201 file on Lee?
Oh, there was an extensive one.
All right. Now, what is business of the imposter? You say there was an imposter there, a man that's supposed to have been 35 years old with an athletic build, about 6 feet tall. Did the CIA tell anybody that this was supposed to be a friend of Lee's? Or was this supposed to be Lee?
Back in 63, they just said it was Lee.
In 63, in October of 63.
They just said that was supposed to be Lee Harvey Oswald.
A month before the president was killed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Do you know why somebody would be down in Mexico City a month before the president's assassination, posing as my client?
Well, the only plausible explanation is that they were trying to set him up.
Is that the conclusion that you came to?
Yes, it was.